My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Hearthstone Arena. I've got inexplicably 1.4k gold. If I had to explain it in some way to completely nullify the fact that I said it was inexplicable, I would say that I've been completing a lot of quests and nothing else. I've not really been playing Hearthstone much outside of that because I've had all of the arena runs backed up for quite some time. That said, this will be episode 53, and episode 52 was Warlock, which was a request from a viewer. Again, I'm still open to requests, so if you want to make a request for a class that I should play, leave it down in the comments below, and if I haven't played it too recently, like the previous episode or the episode before that, I'll definitely make sure it's next. That said, we have a request for a priest, so if we do get a priest offered to us in the arena this time, that's what we're going to choose. There we go. Andrew and Ren. Okay. So, the only way I'm going to get value out of his hero power is being able to keep things alive, so I want things that are bigger and chunkier. That said, Master Swordsmith is not a good chunky guy, so I'm going to be taking Arcane Golem, just because it's decent-ish. Ogre Magi, because he's a bit chunky. Oh my god, really? Okay, so I take one Silence. Fuck, I'm getting some pretty bad cards. Okay. Come on, give me some good ones. There we go. Worgen Infiltrator is a good card. Stormwind Knight, I can heal back up, so he becomes better. Temple Enforcer is a decent 6. Temple Enforcer is a decent 6. I would have taken the Gurubashi Berserker, but it's just too likely that he dies without giving me any value. Ironforge Rifleman. Stampeding Kodo is pretty solid as a beast, but on top of that, he also removes something on entrance. Oh, this is hard. Venture Mercenary versus Harvest Golem. I'm only going to be taking the Venture Mercenary because I want to get power out of my hero ability, and I think I can get more than a 2-for-1 with the Venture Mercenary the majority of times by healing him up. Also because I am weaker on the 5s than I am on the 3s. Abusive Sergeant, Nightblade, Acolyte of Pain. You know what, I'll use the Acolyte of Pain as some of my card draw. Archmage is probably going to be pretty good because of the fact that I want to keep healing it up. Arcanine Soul Priest versus Shadow Goodness. Arcanine is not guaranteed to get me a 2-for-1, whereas Shadow Madness, used in a correct situation, will get me a 2-for-1. So that'll be my choice. How many early plays do I have? I have a Worgen Infiltrator and nothing else. Shit, I need to solidify my 2-drops. Acidic Swamp Ooze. Thoughtsteal is only good in the later games, where you're versing people who have actually solid decks. So Thoughtsteal is not an option. Sen'jin Shieldmaster is a solid 4. That'll be fine. God, that guy's not chunky enough. He doesn't survive. For a 7-drop, he just is far too easily taken care of. Ironforge Rifleman. I suppose Shadow Word Pain is an early play. Shadow Word Pain is similarly an early play. Twilight Drake is the best of those. Dragonly Mechanic. I'm going to take the Oasis Snapjaw because I do want to get value out of my hero ability, as I keep saying. Stormwind's a pretty good drop. Another Shadow Word Pain? I think that's actually too many. But it's either that or a Goldshire Footman, so it's going to be another Shadow Word. I'm not taking another one. Where are the solid fucking 2-drops? Oh my god. There's none. Holy Smite I have to take as an early play, probably. I could also Cult Master. Oh god. I'll take the Cult Master. I need early drops. What are you doing, video game? Please. No early drops. In this entire deck, apparently. This is horrible. Alright. This is bad deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 early plays. I usually like 7. 3 of them are just direct removal, so I can't get advantage from that. I can just stop myself from losing the game. And 1 of them won't even remove most of... Oh, God. I guess a large amount of our value is going to be coming out of using the Stampeding Kodo and Shadow Word Pain to kill late game creatures. So we're going to be hoping that they're playing Gurubashi Berserker. We're going to be hoping to see Oasis Snapjaw. We're going to be hoping to see a lot of drops like that so we can actually get value out of them. We can also save the pains for Senjin Shieldmaster. Would probably be a really good drop for him. I do not like this deck. I will be surprised to go 4 wins. That is my estimation so far. I like to rank arena drafts in terms of whether I'm happy that I'm getting a pack from the arena, or whether I'm going to get enough gold to put myself back into the arena, and this is definitely a pack, if I had to guess. Those early drops are just too weak. Who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't think so, but maybe I'm completely wrong. I've just got to verse a lot of people who have shitty early plays. So, in my opening mulligan hands, I'm going to be keeping pains all the time and throwing everything else back, basically. Okay. Those two are gonna get me solidly back into the game if I can get a 2-for-1 with the Shadow Madness. Problem is, he kept 3 cards, so he's probably got a pretty decent early game. Coin out a 3-2. Do it. See, now I can't do anything. If he doesn't play a 3-2... God. So next turn, I really want to play the Acolyte of Pain. Yeah, but he'll kill it for free, so I can't do it. Coin out Ascension Shieldmaster. Come on, just give me the... Come on. Do it for me. Shadow Word Pain will kill that. I really wish I could hold on and use the Stampeding Kodo to do it, actually. No. I can't wait. I was wondering, can I play the Acolyte of Pain, draw a card off the back of that when he attacks it, and then... No. No, I have to keep going even until I can play big threats. So at the very least, if he plays another one with 2 or less health, Stampeding Kodo will clear it up, and I'll have a minion on the board, so I'll gain advantage in that regard. Oh, God. You are kidding me. So, of course he plays Scarlet Crusader after I've used both of my Shadow Word Pains. Scarlet Crusader is a 3-drop that usually trades for 2 creatures. Just because... Divine Shield. I could have killed that with a Shadow Word Pain. In fact, I have another Shadow Word Pain in the deck. Worst thing for me here is buffing this by 2 attack. So any way he can do that. That could be a, Abusive Sergeant, it could be a Dark Iron Dwarf. It could be that bullshit right there. How do I not lose the game right now? Okay.
Locked and loaded.
Flood the board and hope he can't deal with all of them, then use whatever I have left to kill him. Him summoning something with 3 or less health would be really good here. Blessing of Wisdom. Oh, he's doing it on his own guy, so he's going all the way with LBJ on this Scarlet Crusader. He thinks this Scarlet Crusader is going to live for a while. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it plays off for him. Uh-oh. If he kills this...
Blood and plunder.
Oh, yes! Shadow Madness, I only need to do 1 damage to the Scarlet Crusader, and that's going to come from the Acolyte of Pain, so... Dread Corsair, Acolyte of Pain, got 3 mana left over, and I'll have a card draw. Very happy about this. So I guess I don't get to do anything else. Is there any other play that I'd like to make? No. So let's draw our card first. Man, if only I had 1 more mana. Okay, so now we are back on what could be considered somewhat even footing. He still does have the True Silver Champion. Hopefully he hits me in the face. That'd be pretty ineffectual. I've also got one ooze in here, I think. I think I drafted one of those.
I got the best
An acidic swamp ooze. Play a 3 health creature. 3 attack creature. 3 attack. 3 attack. Go. 1. Okay, Silverback Patriarch. Man. So, Stampeding Kodo can kill the Silverback Patriarch, but I wanted to really kill the Gadgetzan Auctioneer, but it looks like I take the Silverback Patriarch, I run it in, Silverback Patriarch dies, 4-3, and then I'd need to be able to do the Iron Forge and the Stormwind Knight, but I can't do that. Alternative plays, I take the Silverback Patriarch and I play the Cult Master, run the Silverback Patriarch into the Gadgetzan Auctioneer, draw a card. That leaves him with the 4-3, me with the 4-2, and him still with his weapon. No. The correct play is Stampeding Kodo eats that, and then Ironforge Rifleman hits that. The reason that the Ironforge Rifleman hits that is because if he wants to run the Gadgetzan Auctioneer into the Ironforge Rifleman to remove it, then I can kill it with the Stormwind Knight. If he wants to run it into the Stampeding Kodo, it already dies. So he would actually have to heal it for it to survive next turn. I am so sorry that you have to deal with the fact that I am incredibly sick right now. I have the worst flu that any person has ever had. And yes, I am including like swine and avian flu. I'm including the ones that have killed people. This is way worse because I wish I were dead.
Reporting for duty.
Come on, play a 3-2 so I can get Shadow Goodness value. If you hit that, you need a way to deal 1 damage. Otherwise I get amazing trades. Okay. Taunt? Hang on. Do I want to use the Silverhand Recruit rather than the Stormwind Knight? I suppose I could. Yeah, and I'll draw a card while I'm at it. Shadow Madness, take that.
The battle.
Ah, Worgen Infiltrator. What are the chances he doesn't have Consecrate? He had a Gadgetzan Auctioneer out last turn. He would have Consecrated if he had it. Because he could have used the Axe Strike and... Yes. No. He would have used Consecrate last turn if he had it. So I feel very confident in saying he does not have a Consecrate. What's this? So the really good thing about having this Worgen Infiltrator is he can hit that if he likes. But Worgen Infiltrator will clear it up. Uh-oh! Oh, now we got problems. Man, how am I going to deal with this? I guess I hope he hits my face. Because then I give this more health. Yep.
Shields up.
Yeah, that's fine.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, it should have gone on the other side, definitely. Oh my god! Yes? Yeah. Yeah, that was a mistake. Dear fucking god. That draw. What was going to be the case is I was going to Temple Enforce my Stampeding Kodo. Don't kill this, don't kill this, don't kill this. It didn't. Okay. I was going to Temple Enforce my Stampeding Kodo and run out the Stormwind Knight and use all of that to remove the Stormwind Champion. leaving only my Stampeding Kodo on the field. It wasn't going to be a good play, but it was going to be whatever was going to let me stay in the video game.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Okay, so... how much damage do I have here? 13 plus 5... hang on. 13, 18... 3. I have lethal.
First kill.
Yeah! Don't you just love exact lethal? It's the best type of lethal. Ooh, destroy them all. Okay, so I'm actually gonna quickly just go back and re-roll that. Priest or Warlock victory. Hey, if we go to, at the very least, 3 wins with this Priest deck, then we will get 40 gold, which is just a massive difference from the 1.2 thousand we have at the moment. Every little bit counts. Un momento, por favor.
Anduin versus.
I'll try and get a little bit quicker on the trigger switch there, so
The light shall bring
I
victory.
can turn it down instead of letting you hear the hacking up. I'll keep the 3s just because I can't rely on getting good 2s. I can't play an Arcane Golem early, unfortunately. Plus, since I'm going second, playing a 3 is possible. Not optimal, but possible. Yes! Good! 10 drop. Okay, cool. I'm really glad I've got that. Oh, no. If I play Arcane Golem, he ramps out of fucking control. And I just straight up lose at that point. I just have to get things on the field. So, Shapeshift kills the Wolf Rider, but then he has to play a 2-drop. And a 2-drop can likely be killed by the Shadow Web Pain. So basically I'm playing like he's not a turn ahead of me. Oh, okay, so we'll do that instead. Has he got a 2-drop though? That's the important thing. Yeah, he does. Shadow Web Pain. Twilight Drake is going to be very good for me. It'll have... ooh, shit, it'll be a Yeti. No, it'll be one more than a Yeti. It'll be a 4/6. Play something with 1 health, like a Magma Rager. Play a Magma Rager. Come on, just go easy on me. Fine, listen, no on the going easy on me then? This is why I hate druids. He's a turn ahead of me already. And I am basically fucked. Okay, so Argent can take out the Dark Iron Dwarf next turn. I suppose I just play a meaty body to take out the Druid of the Claw. Good thing for me is if he does have like a a Shattered Sun Cleric to buff up the Dark Iron Dwarf, then I can still kill it with an Ironforge Rifleman. That's not too hard to deal with. Argent Commander, go! Okay, so what I really need is for him to play like one really fucking chunky dude later. Not now, because it's 4 turns until I can do anything about that. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Just me and Mr. Fight.
This is horrible. Okay, that was one of the best targets it could have gotten. Just anything but the mechanical dragonling was fine. Anyway, on, like, my turn 9, after my turn 9, I want him to play a big chunky dude, so I can mind control it and try and get back into this game. As it stands, we're not really in it. Hit it for 3, and then mechanical dragonling. No! Okay. That's fine. Because then I can trade in my Worgen Infiltrator, kill the mechanical dragonling with the Iron Forge. I did not even see that coming. I really should have. Hang on. Scale of 1 to 10, how dead am I? I am looking down the barrel of 9 damage. I am very dead.
Locked and loaded.
It doesn't matter giving him an extra mana crystal at this point, because he actually will have that mana crystal next turn no matter what I do. Okay, so he's got a lot of value for cards, and we don't. We just couldn't play anything early. We had 3 drops. That's it. And we had to play 3 drops in suboptimal situations. If I were going to do the start of the match again, I wouldn't play the Wolf Rider, I would play something else. It's about all I'd change. I don't feel like that would make a huge enough difference to swing the game in my favor, though. Don't kill the Iron Forge.
My shield for Argus.
Okay, so that is enough damage to kill me next turn. Oh god, if I heal myself up, I am 1 out of range of being killed next turn. If he has 1 surprise damage, I lose. He's got 8 showing on the field, he's got 1 in shapeshift.
Where shall I strike?
Well played.
This is what I kept saying about the deck. We do not have early drops. And it is a significant problem for us. There is a difference I want to make clear at this point between early drops and early plays. Shadow Word Pain and a Holy Smite, those are early plays. They're not early drops because I can't thump them on the board and go, look at this dude, deal with this dude. I can't. Because they're not creatures, they're spells. And they're not spells like Feral Spirits that create creatures. They're thoroughly bad, unfortunately.
Anduin versus Malfurion.
I mean, they're good in some situations, but I don't want to be playing them as my early
The light
kind of turns.
shall bring victory.
Get an extra card. Okay. Sen'jin Shieldmaster. I need to keep it to try and get me back in the game, so... I suppose if I hold on to all my cards, I might be able to coin out a Twilight Drake and hope he can't deal with it. But... the chances that he just plays a Keeper of the Grove and silences it... well, let's just say they're incredibly fucking high. Because that's like a top tier pick in all Druid drafts. What can I do? Here's something I can do. I can draw off the top deck a good 2-drop. That would definitely put me within the realm of possibility of winning this game. Okay. Good, he's not doing anything on his first turn. That's actually really important for me. Because I'm just going to be healing myself. No. I was wondering, do I coin out the Wolf Rider so that I slow his momentum when he shapeshifts next turn? But, no. Not worth it.
Greetings.
Is he considering innovating out a 2-drop? which would basically have been innovating out the shapeshift. Is that what he's considering at this point? Because there's no other 0 mana cards except for Moonfire in your deck. And Wisp, I suppose. Oh.
Time waits for no one.
Jesus Christ. Why do people... Why? Just why? Why would anyone do that? Is it to annoy me? Do you need to wait until the rope is on the screen? I'm already frustrated enough with my deck. Alright. Holy Smite is, I think, less versatile actually than Shadowed Pain. So, smite that, heal myself, end turn. Next turn I'm gonna have a Twilight Drake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll be a 4/7. So he'll basically be a...
Mess with Tusk.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Does that stop me from making my play? No. So this is basically a Archmage at this point, unless he silences it. Of course, if he does silence it and run the boar into it, then I am, like, the saddest man. Other than that, I'm actually pretty happy about this. The only way I would be happy after that play is if I top deck the Stampeding Coda. I believe I have 2 of those in my deck.
Handle it.
That's fine. Oh shit, are you going straight for the Twilight Drake? Using the claw would tend to tell me you're gonna use every... What? What the fuck just happened right there? Okay. I'm not gonna judge. I will say... But, I'm not gonna judge. Okay.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think this is correct. And then I can play a 3-drop. Yeah, I'll play the Acolyte of Pain. Okay. I also could have coined out the Senjin Shieldmaster, but I want to have the Acolyte of Pain out on the board so that I can start drawing cards and getting into gas. Because this guy's got 5 cards left. He hasn't ramped on top of me. I've got 2 cards on the board, 5 in hand. I'm in a very advantageous position. I want to press the advantage. Plus, Senjin Shieldmaster is more of a defensive play, and I am very, very much in an offensive position here. Especially considering I have 2 charge creatures in my hand. So, most plays he makes this turn, I can kill with just my Arch... Wolf Rider? I suppose I could have killed that with the Twilight Drake, and then healed the Twilight Drake, but the problem with that play is that then the Twilight Drake becomes vulnerable to swipe. Because it'll be a 4/4 rather than anything else. And he's already demonstrated that he has no good way of dealing with his Twilight Drake, so I want to maintain it right there as something that he has no good way of dealing with. He has evened the card advantage, however. Which is honestly a little bit disappointing. On my part. Luckily, I have cards that will be very good for me. Okay, so I actually can kill that without losing anything. And how I do that, by the way, is I silence it, and then I hit it with each of these. So I guess I'm doing that regardless. And heal this back up, out of swipe range. So now this should have a max health of 10, 410. So I want to keep that in mind, because I'm going to continue trying to heal it up so I can get every little drop of value I possibly can out of it. That Starfire put him in a really good position, because I had to coin something out. He killed it, and cycled a card at the same time, since Starfire actually draws a card. So I lost 2 cards without him actually losing any. That's why he's back in the game, basically. Okay.
What does the future hold?
Oh, if you hit my face with that, you will regret the fuck out of it. No. Okay, I suppose I'll just eat it with the Stampeding Kodo. Pull this guy up. So the point of continually healing this up is, even if I can't get it above swipe range, I can get it above swipe AoE. So he can't hit something else, like, say, the Argent Commander, and then kill this with the swipe damage that he gets on the back of it. And that's victory.
Well played.
I am so gonna do this in the dickiest way possible. Kill him with his own creatures! Woo! So there in the final turn, you saw what I kept talking about with the Stampeding Kodo getting good value, killing a Thrallmere Farseer in the late game. And with Shadow Madness getting good value, taking over control of Oasis Snapjaw. Now, obviously, we'd already won the game at that point, but if that were a little earlier, it would have swung the game in our favor. Especially considering those were the cards he was actually holding the entire time. Twilight Drake stays in an opening hand, Acolyte of Pain does not. I want early drops, please. Why do you hate me, video game? I've done nothing but love you. I've spent hours, nay years, playing you. Well, not years, actually. I haven't even had this game for more than a year at this point, but my point stands. Just heal yourself and your turn. Because I can't do anything either, so... I mean, I suppose I could coin out a Wolf Rider, but I lose 2 cards for 3 damage to the face. Yeah, Shadow Word Pain. Oh god, do I ever want to fucking Stampeding Kodo that. If he plays a 2/7, like Oasis Snapjaw, or anything with 2 health, Stampeding Kodo is getting slammed so fucking hard. Oh. Can Twilight Drake coin Holy Smite, or I can kill that straight up with the Stormwind Champion. Twilight Drake will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a 4, 8. Oh, I can't pass that up, actually. Because a 4 damage creature is so very useful against a priest. Obviously, Shadow Word Pain kills creatures that have 3 attack or less. Shadow Word Death kills creatures that have 5 attack or more. Shadow Madness takes creatures with 3 attack or less. Cabal Shadow Priest takes creatures that have 2 or less attack. You know, so 4 is a sweet spot where there's barely anything they can actually do to you. And with 5 mana, I suppose...
My apologies.
This game is vastly more winnable at this point, especially considering we have the Argent Commander coming out next turn, so we'll have really easy way to remove almost anything he plays. With 6 mana, like, I don't know, putting down a, what's it called? Bolt of Hisoga is probably the scariest thing. With 4 mana, there's nothing he can play that I can't kill.
Your magic shall not save.
Okay, so you can silence it, but can you do the final damage, actually? So, I'm gonna guess no on that final damage question I just asked. Oh, this is a huge opening for Holy Nova. I realized that way too late. Okay, so we're playing in a scenario right now, in my mind, for next turn, that he Holy Novas right now. So Senjin Shieldmaster, get a strong dude back on the board, and probably Stormwind Knight or Acolyte of Pain. No, I can't play Stormwind Knight, because that'd be 4-4. So, Wolf Rider, maybe? Problem that could be controlled. He's still got enough for Holy Nova. The fact that he played that first does not mean that he's not going to Holy Nova.
For the king!
No matter which you hit, I can kill that with the Ironforge Rifleman now. Oh, Temple Enforcer was pretty good. Can I pass that up?
Locked and loaded.
Kill that. Senjin. Attacks in the face. So this is really greedy. If he can silence the Senjin, he gets amazing trades. That was a really, really greedy play. But, if he can't get through this... Fuck! No! Poop. Ah, poopy butts. Oh well. Don't play anything that is immune to...
Put it on your tab.
Ouch.
Let the pain speak to me.
He can heal that back up, then he can hit that, then I can hit it with the stem. Ah, but that's like horrible trades for me. There's nothing really I can do yet. It's so depressing, but there's nothing I can do. Oh my god. I need mind control. Because I don't have any Shadow Word Deaths in this page. In this deck. In this page? What am I saying? I guess I have to play a huh.
War! Good God, yo, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Sing it again, yeah.
God damn it. Alright, this is going badly. If I had to predict, this would be my second loss. Yeah, that's perfect. Probably heal it back up as well so I can't kill it with a Wolf Rider. Yeah, probably heal it back up. Yeah, I'm screwed! Yeah, sure. Come on! No, that's not gonna do it. There's nothing I can do! I'm so toast! Look at all the dead cards in my hand. Shadow Word Pain. I can't kill anything with it. That's why Shadow Word Pain is so bad to have had to stack up on. I didn't even get offered many 2-drops, so it's not like I chose shitty 2-drops, it's just I didn't get offered good ones. Shadow Word Pain does nothing for me in this situation. If I could just put them down as 3/2s, maybe that'd be alright. But I can't.
For the king.
Go for the face, I suppose. Shadow Madness. Pretty good card. He's not playing 3 drops. He's not playing things with 3 health. 3 damage, sorry. 3 attack. So I can't do anything. My whole hand is dead cards. And I only have 3 Shadow Word Pains and 2 Shadow Madness, so the actual chances of this happening are pretty low. I understand that he's playing slowly, because he wants to make sure that he has the victory here, but he could just steamroll my face. Take a huge steaming roll over my face. Yeah, man, we win! We have Worgen Infiltrator, and as I've said many times before, Worgen Infiltrator is an incredibly good and incredibly important card in Arena, so now that we have the Worgen Infiltrator, and we played said Worgen Infiltrator on the board, we actually win the game. Don't worry about the fact that my hero just exploded, and the fact that it's about to come up and say you lose. No, defeat. It doesn't even say you lose, right? It's actually wrong. I think, if you really think about it, that'll be recorded in the annals of history as a victory by Rhapsody. So I'm not even going to bother splitting this into 2 parts, as I've been doing with most of my episodes. Shit, I split Andre the Giant, episode 51, into 2 parts. And it was going 5-1 for an hour in the first part, and then the second part was 14 minutes. We lost 2 times in a row and got kicked out of Arena, right? I split that episode, and I'm not going to split this episode. This is... If we get past an hour recording, I am going to be fucking amazed. Hell, I'm going to be amazed if we actually win 1 more. Can't keep that opening hand. No early drops. I'm going to watch through, again, the early drops that I have. I'm playing against the Paladin, and I'm going to have to play Acidic Swamp Ooze early. How fucking lame is that? I can't kill any of his decent weapons with it, because I have to play it early. I mean, I can try and hold off and use Shadow Word Pain instead, but nope. He didn't even play anything, so I can't Shadow Word Pain. This is the only way I can keep control of the board.
Wanna blow something up?
Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so Acolyte of Pain or Shadow Word Pain? Mana Efficiency says the Acolyte of Pain and then trade. But considering that I can get a Stormwind Knight out next turn, I'll actually want to keep this on the board. Just because if he coins out like a Tazdingo or something like that, I can kill it with the Acidic Swamp Ooze and the Stormwind Knight. I'll only have a 2/2 on the board, but yeah, it'll be fine. Tazdingo?
Tazdingo.
Yeah! See, if I had a 1/3, I wouldn't really be able to do anything in this situation.
For the king. For honor.
Oh shit! I'm an idiot. I would have been able to Shadow Word Pain that. Oh well, I guess this is just the difference between having a 2/2 and a 1/3 on the field then.
Reporting for duty.
That's not... No reason to play that.
Hey, speak to me. For honor.
I will clear the board though, because it's possible that he's holding Blessings of Kings. And that's what he wants to use. Also, this is pretty safe against Consecrate. Even if he does want to Consecrate this board, I'm going to draw a card at the very least, so... And I'll still have a 1/1 and a 2/1, so there's no reason for him to Consecrate here. But it's safe against the possibility of it. I can't kill it unless I draw something off of running Acolyte of Pain into it. Which do I want to keep healthier? My 2-attack minion or the one that actually gives me cards? Because I'm considering putting out the Temple Enforcer, is why I'm asking about keeping something healthy. Venture Merc. I suppose that would be an alright play, but then I can't really play anything except for the Ironforge Rifleman the turn after, because that'll cost 6 and I'll have 7. If only I had Stormwind Champion this turn. Because then both of these survive, killing the Sentient Shieldmaster. And I draw a card. Cult Master. Okay. No reason to run the Stormwind Champion into that. I'd rather the Sentient Shieldmaster only be able to kill one of these two. Sorry. Oh man, I don't like following the rules. Attack the face, 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 and go! Go! Attack the face, attack the face. Oh. This is not what we agreed, monsieur. Okay. If I Stormwind Champion, I can run the Acolyte of Pain into the Sentient Shieldmaster. It survives as a 2-1. He still has his 3-3 and a 2-3. Alternative plays. Ironforge Rifleman twice to kill the Sentient Shieldmaster. No, that's still our best play. Draw a card. Stampeding Kodo is actually going to be really valuable against that that Harvest Golem. Reason I didn't attack the Eldor Peacekeeper is because then he gets into a... Oh... Maybe I should have. Because then this goes down to a 2-5, so he can kill it with both the Harvest Golem and the Eldor Peacekeeper. But now he only needs 1 damage in order to kill the Stormwind Champion. I'm pretty sure he would have killed the Stormwind Champion regardless of what he got. If he had the possibility of doing so. So... Really? That's actually very surprising. Oh my god, Becky. Look at her butt. Oh, this is beautiful. How much? Oh, and I can do it as well! Oh my god. Okay, so Shadow Madness. I take the Harvest Golem. It becomes a 3-2. It can kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And the Damaged Golem gets summoned as my creature, not his. And then I can Arcane Golem. It becomes a 5. Takes out that. Oh my god, that was such a huge swing turn. And I've got the ability to ward off any swing back with 2 enter the battlefield damage and Stampeding Kodo. Oh, I'm in such a good position right now. Oh, okay, so he was just trying to empty his hand. I was wondering why he was using such cards in such suboptimal situations, but, you know. So it turns out that an Ironforge Rifleman is basically as good as a Stampeding Kodo right now. So I'll be using that instead.
Locked and loaded.
And then Venture. Okay, so we present Lethal on the board. This will get us to a 3-3, and that is basically... Whoa, wait. Good work, Ryan. You made it to 3-3 with such a horrible early game. Yeah, he's still 2, though, so it's fine. Not lethal. 1 short. Ironforge Rifleman clears that up. Ironforge Rifleman gives me lethal.
Justice.
Not anymore. So first we need to know what that trap is. So this'll test if it is get down. It's not get down. This is just to make sure that my guy survives. While I do that. Redemption. Okay. And that's why I kept this guy around. I could have killed the Redemption with the Ironforge Rifleman, but the only way I was keeping the Stormwind Champion alive was by using the Temple Enforcer at that point. Okay, so how much damage do I present on the field?
Reporting for duty.
4. Man, I still don't have lethal. Are you kidding me? So, most damage I can do. 7 plus 4, because I take the Worgen, I run it into the Silverhand Knight. Silverhand Recruit, sorry. It gets +1 damage and Wind Fury. So that's 11 damage total. And then I can do 1 more with the Ironforge Rifleman. Man, I can't play the Cult Master and Shadow Madness, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah. I'll just clear his board, keep myself safe. Man, this game is dragging out where it really doesn't need to. Thanks. I think I still have 2 Shadow Word Pain left in this deck. Oh, can you trigger it? That's not gonna help you. Can you trigger it? That's definitely not gonna... Oh. This is the most brutal thing that ever fucking happens.
My apologies.
Oh my god. So much spent on making that a viable play. And it was just destroyed in seconds. Okay, we should be able to attack straight past him for lethal, and yes, we can. Cool.
Reporting for duty.
That's lethal.
How you doing?
And let's do it with the Ironforge Rifleman. Just because we can. So that's 3-3? No, 3-2. We won that quest, guys. So now all we need is 110 gold for this to have become a viable run. I'm still salty about the draft just not offering us good early drops. Like, any early drops. Because I picked the majority of the decent, like, 3-2s that were offered to me. And I still only got, like, 2. Hang on, 1? 6 Swampoos, anything else? No, just 1.
Versus Valera.
Captain Falcon! Falcon Punch!
The light shall bring victory.
Shadow Madness... No, I need a creature. I'm gonna regret this when I don't get a creature. Yeah. Damn it. At the very least, I got my Shadow Madness back, so if I really need to take things out, and he floods the board, I've got an option. So this is good. He doesn't even attack me in the face, so this is bad. Just pass the turn. I can't do anything. Ah, it's so sucky.
I am not a morning person.
Shadow would pain that, definitely. Any reason I'm gonna do anything else? That's a no. Go. Shadow Word Pain. No reason to Holy Smite this fellow. I might just kill him with the Ironforge Rifleman next turn. Really depends what else he plays. Leaving him with a 1-1 on the board is not incredibly intimidating.
For the king! For honor.
This is fine, only because he would have to buff his Jungle Panther to get it out of the range of dying to the Stormwind Knight. And if he does that, I can kill it with the Ironforge Rifleman. Oh, Eviscerate. Okay.
Blood and plunder.
That was a pretty expensive way to remove that. So we've got a lot of card advantage right now. This dagger is a little bit concerning. I would love my acidic swamp ooze.
Attend me.
Ready, sir.
I smell blood.
Man. So there's the acidic swamp ooze I wanted. Suppose it'll do. So that stays on 1 health and then it can get killed by the Ironforge. I'm just using the situation where... Oh, no eviscerate, please. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That attacks that. Wicked Knife. Probably trade the Warg Infiltrator for this. Yep. That's a Stampeding Kodo. Oh, okay, that's okay. Stampeding Kodo, coin out Ironforge Rifleman in order to kill that. Now, if the Azure Drake kills the Ironforge Rifleman, it dies to Holy Smite. If it kills the Stampeding Kodo with the help of the Wicked Knife, it still dies to Holy Smite.
It's time for a little blood.
That dies to Shadow Word Pain. We're in a pretty good position.
Ha, this guy's toast.
We are no longer in a pretty good position. So this is just going to be Pain and Pain. Pain, Pain, Smite, basically. And then we'll both have 2 cards each. Oh, now I don't need to use Smite. That's pretty good. God damn. Okay, now we are very even on cards. I don't like this. Especially considering I was really ahead on cards. Up until recently. That is going to be a problem. If I had to define problem for you, ladies and gentlemen, War Golem would be it. I can do a total of 6... I can do a total of 6 damage to it directly.
To Northrend. Victory.
Okay. So I basically have to use Holy Smite and the Worgen Infiltrator to kill that, unless I top deck the Stormwind Champion.
Glory to the Sindori.
Shadow Madness. Shadow Madness kills the Fen Creeper and the War Golem. It would be the biggest Shadow Madness ever. Stampeding Kodo does nothing. I have to play it. Alright, I think we lose. He's got 13, 14 damage showing on the board. Unless that's a Leroy Jenkins, he's not going to have 6 damage in hand.
They'll never know what hit him.
He'll have 3, though. Yeah, definitely go for the face. Shadow Madness or basically lose at this point. I think we still lose if we do get Shadow Madness, but... yeah, that's still the end of the game. Yeah, I have to do that. Heal myself, I attack, attack, attack. I still lose. No.
You have best.
God damn it. This is what happens when you don't have early plays, when you have to pass the first turn, and then use a reaction on the second. And I am adamant, I remain adamant that the draft just did not offer me any. Which is entirely possible, it just sometimes happens. Okay, so 55. That's total 95. We're not going to be opening the pack from that, we are going to wait until next Rammus, or at the very least until we have 30 packs, and then do a pack opening video. All of that said, let's try and think up the name for this episode. Shadow Word Pain. It has to do with the low attack thing, because we had Shadow Word Pain, Shadow Madness, and Stampeding Kodos. So we had easy ways to deal with small dudes, but we didn't have any small dudes ourselves. So, what can it be? I might just call it Pain. Because we had 3 Shadow Word Pains, and we didn't have any early drops, but we did have the ability to kill early drops, as is inherent in Shadow Word Pains. Yeah, fuck it. That's just going to be called Pain, especially because we went 3-3, so that's not exactly a good performance. It's been such a long time since I've had a good performance. Does anyone remember the 11-win Proudmoore? Or Rexar? I think Rexar was episode 49? 48? God. So that's going to be Hearthstone Arena Pain, episode 53. I've been Rhapsody, and hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. We'll see you next time.